So I don't mean to drag homegirl. Like, I feel like I've been dragging stuff, but I guess that's just the term people use when you start kind of talking about them when they did something stupid, and not putting them on camera. So I think she's the manager of the bar, and her and I were having a discussion. I'd only had one beer at the time. I do not know what actually precipitated this conversation, but something came up the idea, oh, she's going on holiday to Indonesia. And we quickly detracted away from anything around the idea of coronavirus. And she says, well, I'm going to the largest island within Indonesia. I'm like, which is a country of islands. She goes, yeah, I don't really, but, and then like she said something, and I looked at her and I go, so what is Australia? She goes, I don't know, Australia is not an island. And then Byron just like looks at the bar, he's down on one knee, he says, that's the blondest thing you've ever said. So then I went on the phone and then I bring up like, what about Greenland? And she goes, is Greenland a country? I'm like, yeah. Well, is it a part of another thing? And I was like, so we spent like 20 minutes there debating on what defines island versus continent versus country. And I'm like, yeah, this is what I'm doing with my Sunday evening because the XFL sucks. But it got to the point where she's sitting there and she's like desperately trying to like rationalize something, and like Byron and I can't stop laughing. Like, and it's just, it was just great. Like, there is no consensus. The closest consensus, for those of you that are actually wondering, because if you watch this channel long enough and you know me, I fell down a hole on Wikipedia.
Of course you did.
So an island is a landmass surrounded by water, big water, ocean water, that is not the main landmass of a continental plate. That is the best consensus of island versus continent. So by that definition, Australia is not, Greenland is, despite the fact that they are their own countries, but Greenland is on the North American plate, and the North American continent is the bigger landmass on that continental plate.
So if Greenland were bigger than the continent of North America,
correct,
would North America be an island?
The other question that her and I were debating is let alone away from geological features, but we'll call it geographical features, political features. Is Cuba an island? Are Dominican Republic and Haiti an island? And she goes, well, I don't really know. I've never really been around. I haven't been down into the Caribbean much. I was like, well, you guys know about St. Martin. Oh yeah. I'm like, so there's St. Martin and St. Martin all on the island of St. Martin. She goes, I guess. Like, right there. Where does the politics come in? Where does the geography? Like, when you have two countries on one island, is it still an island? That's the thing. When you try to look at island in terms of a geological feature, it's a lot easier to figure out. When you think of it as a political feature, then it's hard to figure out, because that would mean that the UK is an island, but Ireland is not. No, it wouldn't. Yes, because the UK island has all British stuff on it, whereas Ireland has the Republic of Ireland and Northern Ireland, technically two separate countries, which is why we're having this whole Brexit issue with the backstop.
Yeah.
So, and now you're looking funny. You're like, well, according to the political definition, like, does a country have to inhabit the entire island?
No.
So the Dominican Republic and Haiti, which are on the same geological landmass, kind of, aside from ocean levels, which climate change.
But yeah, country has nothing to do with, generally, has nothing to do with geologic borders.
I know, but this is the kind of conversation we were having last night at the bar. Which, for those of you that I may have messaged long messages, yes, I was sort of in that mood, and I was just like, holy shit. This is just a thing. I didn't come to the sports bar to drink and watch sports. I came to sit and just be.
Yeah.
We got a busy day ahead of us. This is just gonna be the vlog. Nice little one spot idea. Island versus continent, I guess. I don't know. Did I just say the vlog's name? I'll figure it out tomorrow morning.